He is the truth.
My only truth is that I'll lie when I have to. Today I'm gonna talk about my very first girlfriend. She was deaf.
He's one of the smartest men to ever live.
Forward this video to a side chick and save our relationship.
He is Elon Musk's father.
Yep, that's my son.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dave.
Let's get it. You know how we do. We're gonna have such an amazing show today. I'm jealous of myself. Oh man. So today's topic is a super girlfriend more superior than a wife? Now, traditionally, when it comes to dating, it starts off as friends. You have friends, then you become girlfriends, then you become fiance, then a wife. I want to reorganize how we view a wife. Instead of a wife, I believe we should do a super girlfriend. The reason why a super girlfriend is so impactful and basically benefit men, you get more value out of a super girlfriend as opposed to a wife. We have actually a guest that's gonna be questioning my thoughts and ideas about the whole super girlfriend thing. So let's get straight to it. Welcome to the Dave Show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so when it comes to a super girlfriend, 1 through 10, how great of an idea you think it is? Your
intro. Let's talk about your intro. There's a word that you use that really grind my gear. It made me itch. It's like an itch in the back of my back and I can't scratch it.
Go ahead.
Superior. You think super girlfriend is more superior than a wife?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. Second, you said beneficial to men.
Absolutely. It's both of us. It's both of us.
Oh, no, but in your intro, you said beneficial to men. You made that real clear, sir.
Yeah, but the people know. They know. They know.
No, they don't know. No, they don't know. I didn't know.
Everybody.
I didn't know. You said superior, and then it's beneficial to men. That's what it was not sitting right with me.
Yep. So what doesn't sit right with you with that intro?
That word superior. Can nothing top a wife? There's more to being a wife than just paperwork. Because honestly, from what you've told me before, your only problem about a wife is paperwork.
Absolutely.
Or whatever ties between signing whatever, and then now the government has everything to do with your marriage as much as you do. Right?
Yes. And also, I feel like when it comes to when you're a wife, you're in a position where you can essentially say reckless stuff or do reckless things without any consequences. As opposed to a super girlfriend, you still get the wife treatment, but I could leave you anytime I want. That's why a super girlfriend is better, in my opinion.
But when it comes to being a wife, that title do not go for everybody. Not every woman can be called a wife, and not every man can be called a husband. So if you're going into a relationship with the mindset, if something happened, I can essentially leave, then maybe you're not ready for a wife. Maybe you, Dave Dorville, maybe just you.
Yeah, say my last name. Say it one more time.
Maybe just you are okay with just having a super girlfriend. Because let's be honest, a super girlfriend can do everything a wife can. The only difference is when becoming a wife or when in a marriage, it's for better, for worse. We're in this together. We're going to make it work. Now, if you have the mindset of a woman being trifling and doing something to you that she shouldn't have, then you chose the wrong one.
You said something important. You said when it comes to having a wife, right? It's for the long haul, right?
It is. It's for better or worse.
You shouldn't be thinking about the idea of a breakup
or what ifs
or a divorce, right? Let me ask
exactly.
you this. Do you have car insurance?
Why? What car insurance got to do with this?
Do you have car insurance?
I do have car insurance.
Why?
To protect my car if an accident happened.
Right. You can't control accidents from happening. What I'm saying is you have car insurance in case something happens, right? I want a super girlfriend in case she acts up. Then I could just be like, okay, you're acting up. I want to utilize my car insurance, my proverbial car insurance, to leave you. That's my insurance. I don't want to lose anything else. That's that's my argument with the super girlfriend. When it comes to being a super girlfriend, I feel like a guy gain more and a woman gain more too. Cause I'm still providing like you as my wife. I'm still doing the husbandy things. You just can't get the title of a wife. I feel like the super girlfriend is more superior.
Having insurance and having a partner, let me tell you what's the similarities. You don't have to get it. You really don't.
Yeah, but if I
Yeah,
don't
my
have it, I'm not gonna be safe.
I you oh really? So you need a super girlfriend in order for you to be safe?
No, I need car insurance. The insurance when it comes to being a super girlfriend is the idea that I'm gonna leave. It's invisible paperwork. That's my insurance. So because I have that insurance, she's not gonna do she's not gonna do reckless things as she
You don't
would do
know that.
if she was
You
a
don't
wife.
you do not know that.
Yes, I do.
Because no, you don't know that. Because at the end of the day, if you choose a girl and she loves you wholeheartedly, she's not gonna do anything that's gonna be so detrimental to the relationship. Because when I was in a relationship, um, I'll do anything for that particular guy. I'm an extremely submissive girl. I will never do anything detrimental for us to be in a relation for us to even come to a situation where he's looking at me sideways or he feel as if, you know what, this is not gonna work out. Now, if I'm doing everything in my power to keep the relationship going and he just decides to just leave me because he don't find me attractive anymore, then that's his business. But as far as in a relationship, that's why it's so important to choose the right one. Now, there's women out there, they are trifling. They would do what they need to do, especially if you're a man of money, um, and you have some substance that she can gain from. There's women out there who will really abuse that value. They would, and that's why it's so important to make sure you choose the right one, because I guarantee you, you choose the right girl, you choose the right girl, and you're in love, and let's say she wants to be married because you love her so much, you would actually do it. But you got to be in love to know that type of feeling, to make sure that she's happy. Because let's be honest, I believe there's only one person out here for somebody. So if you find that one girl, and if she said, I will leave if I don't become a wife because I'm just not into the super girlfriend thing,
But
I believe you would make it happen
there's
because guys
literally
want.
there's literally no difference. And I want to touch up on something you
There is
said.
a difference.
What's the difference? It's
Wait,
just
wait,
a name. If you call me something else besides Dave, am I still the same person?
it's not just a name.
It is
When
just a
you
name.
become a wife, you become one with your
You could be
husband.
one as a super girlfriend.
So
We're
that
one.
no. There's certain things you can't do um as a super girlfriend than a wife.
Like what?
For example, if I have a car insurance, back to having the car insurance, my super boyfriend
There's no
cannot be
such
on
thing. You
my
know there's
super
no such thing.
boyfriend cannot be on the same car insurance as me. Legally, we're not that bind together. We have to be married in order for you to be on the same insurance as me.
That's why that
Period.
so that's the difference between a super girlfriend and a wife.
No, I mean
Insurance.
there's more to it. As a wife, you share bank accounts. There's just a lot that you share. Your money is my money, so on and so forth. There's no such thing as just you anymore.
Let me ask you this. I feel like this is why okay. This is cat's out the bag. This is the main reason why I feel as if a super girlfriend is way better by far. The idea that I won't lose half my stuff. I know you mentioned insurance. I know you mentioned oh, we could be one all the benefits, one bank account. But why wouldn't you want your own bank account?
You can have your own.
Why? Because even
I've
if
heard of married couple
hypothetically,
having two separates, but then they have a joint account.
hypothetically, the idea of having joint bank accounts with someone terrifies me. Because I like to
Then you're not
micromanage.
in marriage.
That's why we're inventing the super girlfriend. You have your own stuff. I have my own stuff. We live
Oh
together.
my gosh.
We live together. And if any one of us act up, we get to leave. I feel like a verbal promise is much deeper than a written contract.
Let me ask you a question. Is that what you're really scared of?
Scared of
Losing your
what?
stuff? Losing your stuff.
Yes.
Because from the talks, it just sounds like you're
80,
fearful
80,
of losing your stuff.
80% of women ask for divorce. 80%? Should I just ignore that number? If you go skydiving, it'd be like, yeah, there's an 80% chance you might die. I'm not
That's
going skydiving.
that's different.
That's the same thing. It's
No, it's
weighing
not.
options. Just like you wouldn't put your money in a bank where it's like 80% of the time we're not gonna have your money.
I feel like this type of question can be actually answered with someone who's actually married. Unfortunately, that's not me. However, I
Because you
just know.
listen, I promise you, you'll be happier being a super girlfriend. A super girlfriend, a guy will take more care of them as opposed to a wife.
I
Because
want,
if
but
that
that's not facts though. That's just an opinion. No one heard of a super girlfriend.
I'm creating it today. January 23rd, mark the super girlfriend day. We're replacing it with Valentine's Day.
I personally feel like what you're really scared of is a true commitment, because you can't call super girlfriend commitment if you have it in the back of your head. If she leave or if she start acting up, I can go, or I don't want her to take all my stuff. So in the back of my mind, in conclusion, super girlfriend means you're really gonna just give 50 or 80% of yourself. But as
Yes.
opposed to a,
I
as a ain't nobody gonna want a piece of you. They want and especially as
No, that's the
women.
worst
Hold on.
advice you could ever say on my show. That's the worst. That's like swearing at me.
And as
Every
women,
guy, every guy should give 62% of their love to their wife or girlfriend. Because
oh my
because once
goodness.
they leave, hold on. Because once they leave, you need that extra 38% to get over her. The guys that commit 100%, they're the ones that's committing suicide. The guys that commit 100%, they're the one that's killing
How
their
do you know
wife because
this?
she ended up cheating.
I feel like you're speaking for every guy, and I'm sure not every guy would agree to this.
Every guy should.
Anyway, like I was
Every
saying,
guy should listen to this.
no, every guy should not. Well, they can listen, but I'm saying not every guy would agree. Okay, this is me coming from a Jesus standpoint. Personally, if God gives you the right person, sends you that man, sends you that woman, you have no reason to ever believe that we things just not gonna work out.
Can I ask you a
Mind
question?
you, if it don't work out, that means you didn't work hard enough. You didn't work hard enough to keep the relationship on solid grounds.
Can I ask you a
Because when it
question?
comes to marriage and relationship, it's about working. You're always gonna work, because let's be honest, there's nobody in this world that's compatible with each other, because all of us are made differently. Nobody is made the same. Even twins are different.
Let me
So
ask
what
you a
I'm trying to
question.
say, hold on. So what I'm trying to say, because all of us is incompatible to begin with, you have to work through that incompatibility in order to make it work. So that's why being a wife is one, it's not for everybody, but it takes time, and you gotta make it work. Now, when you go into a relationship already having 62%, I'm only gonna give 62% of my time, my value, um, my romance, it's not gonna work. Then of course you want to keep a super girlfriend.
Can I ask you a question?
What's the question?
My question to you is you brought up God. So when Solomon had like 700 wives, were they all the ones? All of them were the ones?
Go speak to a pastor.
So my thing is,
Go speak to the pastor
I
because before sin, it was only a man and a woman, man. It was only Adam and
God
Eve.
gave
That is what
Adam,
he ordained for us.
God,
One man and one wife.
God gave Solomon 700 wives, and all of them was the one, because God make no mistakes.
All right, let me read my Bible
Yeah, you do
and I'll
that.
come back to you on that.
But
On
let,
that.
let me let me let me point this out. The 62% rule when a guy is dating, it's for him. It's not for you. Like I don't believe a woman like if a guy has a wife, he shouldn't be the his wife shouldn't be the first person that
Who,
he puts first.
who should be the first person?
Himself.
Hmm. Selfishness. Keep going.
Why is that selfish? If a guy put him
Keep going. You
if
you said she should not be first.
yes, she should not be first. He should be first. Because you ever heard of saying if you love someone, you got to really love someone, you got to love yourself first. So he got to put himself first. And able to love someone, he has to love himself first, and that means he put himself first because he love himself. And second,
Give me an example of a man putting their themselves first.
the 62% rule. He can only love his wife 62% because if he loves her 100%, when she leaves, he's going to have nothing left. Or when she dies, he has nothing left. Or when she dies, he has nothing left. So, loving himself is the ability, essentially, right? Loving himself is having the ability to not commit suicide in the future when she leaves.
Oh my god.
Does that make sense?
I really want to say yes. Like I really want to be on your side right now.
Hold on, let me. I finish my point.
You asked me, does it make sense?
Hold on. So he should love himself first. His career comes second.
And then his wife
No,
or girlfriend.
his mom, and then his wife.
No, let's put pet first before his wife.
Yeah, if he has a turtle, put the turtle first.
Put the turtle first.
Put the turtle
Put all
first.
your YouTube equipment first. Why not?
But you understand what I'm saying though? Like the idea of loving someone 100% is not realistic. You can't love someone 100%. You're gonna
Yes,
commit suicide when they leave. It's impossible. Save yourself the heartbreak and only love 62%.
Do you know how many widows out there that's still making it?
What does that mean?
Widow? Oh, you don't know what a widow
I
means?
know what a widow means, but what are you trying to say?
You saying you keep talking about committing suicide. You keep saying that.
I'm talking
Like
about for a guy. I'm talking guy.
yeah, guys can be widows too. And it's just them with the kids or them alone. What you gonna do? What would your significant other want you to do in that tragedy? Kill yourself too? Or just die? No, and everyone who dies would want everyone who's alive to just move on. If we're gonna be completely honest. But let me tell you why I feel like giving just 62% is not ever gonna work.
Why?
One, because you're not giving your all to the relationship and to her. And what if as a woman, because we're naturally just vulnerable, we're naturally lovable, and we're naturally just submissive creatures, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find someone who's automatically, if they fall in love with you, automatically gonna give you 100%. Now, is that fair to her that she's giving you her all and you're only giving 62%? Is that
Absolutely.
fair?
Because
That's
my 62% is like 1,000 of her 100%.
that's are you like
My
I don't
it is
understand.
it is because my 62% is genuine. When a guy truly loves you, like if you ever heard of a guy loving you too much, like he's annoying. Like okay, leave me alone. Like
No, you only feel annoyed
those
if you're not giving the same love back.
no
If
those
I love him,
guys
he's giving me 100%. I don't find it annoying.
those guys that gives you 100% love are the one that stalks you after a breakup. The guys that give you 100% love are the one that texts you repeatedly 100 times. Where you at? Those are the crazy ones. You don't want a crazy boyfriend. You want him to be mellow. You want him to be, you want him to like you enough, but not too much. If a guy is super in love with you, it becomes dangerous.
No, I don't. I hear what you're saying. I do. And I get that. But it's only that only happens when the other person did not reciprocate the same type of love. Or I used to like you, I don't like you anymore. And I verbally let you know I don't like you, or I never did, or you were just always in a friend zone.
Okay,
Not
so
I'm crazy. That's not the thing that we're talking about here.
but I feel like the best way for a relationship to work is to give the 62%. You let her know too. Yeah, I can only love you 62% in case you just decide to leave. I wanna keep my mental. I have to keep my mental. When you leave, I'll be okay. I'll cry a little bit because it's 62. But you gotta understand, I gotta my mental is my main priority. I gotta keep my mental occupied. Here's my advice to you. Try to be in a super girlfriend position as opposed to a wife. A lot of guys are unhappy in their marriage. A lot. I know a lot of them. And they can't do anything about it because if you express that you're not happy to your wife, it's going to be an argument because you pass that level of communication. It becomes dead. Like I understand what you're saying when you said, yeah, if you really love someone, you'll make it work. But I know a lot of married people that's just not happy. They're depressed.
But have you these married people that you know that's not happy, or they're depressed, or they're going through whatever they're going through? You know, there's actually help out there. There's marriage counseling. Oh my goodness, the ultimate help. Have you guys ever prayed about it? Like, has each individual prayed by themselves and then come together and pray for each other? Because
What does
because
that do?
praying, don't play with me. Oh my
What?
god.
I want to know. What?
Don't,
Okay, so I have a problem.
don't, don't do that.
No, 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 no. I want to know. I'm curious. So I'm having a problem
Do
with my
that.
relationship. I go to God. Hey, she not cooking. God, she don't want to cook.
That's the
I don't know
problem.
what to do no more.
But you gotta leave.
Yes, I would, bro.
No,
I would
no.
leave.
Here's the
Listen,
thing. Here's
I
the
would
thing.
leave for the smallest things.
First
I
of
would
all, you
leave.
said
I love
you
my freedom.
you like what was the pattern that you said?
It's
You
me.
meet the girl, you like the
Oh,
girl. What else? Your
you meet a
fiance and then
girl. You guys,
girlfriend.
hold on. You guys are friends.
Uh-huh.
Um, you become girlfriend and boyfriends,
Mm-hmm.
fiance, and
Mm-hmm.
then a super girlfriend.
Stop right there. Right there. Stop. So you were friends. You didn't know she ain't know how to cook. You became a girlfriend. You ain't know she barely cared about the kitchen. You turn her into a fiance. You still don't know she don't become a she's not really into cooking.
There's a lot of
And
women.
you turned her into a super girlfriend, and now you upset because she don't want to cook. Before be all these three things before she became a super girlfriend, you never knew she didn't know how to cook, and
That's
now all
it.
of a sudden because you guys are in a more intimate relationship, now you mad.
That's different.
That's not it.
That's different. When anybody, not just women, this is not only specified to women. When anyone get comfortable, they often choose to take their feet off the pedal. And what I mean by that is, yes, she could have cooked when you were dating. She could have cooked when you guys were friends. But now that she's a super girlfriend, she's in a higher status, right? She's gonna feel like she don't have to cook no more, or I'm tired. I got a headache. Now I need to be in a position to be like, okay, you don't cook, I'ma leave.
I don't understand. You cook.
I love cooking.
And that's where the
No, no,
compromise
no, 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 no. I love cooking.
because you been knew she didn't know how to cook.
Why you keep
Because
saying?
there's
Why you keep
really
saying? Hold on, hold on. You're arguing something different. I didn't say she didn't know how to cook. She could cook. She just don't want to. Tired, headache, whatever. It's something. It's always something. Or you guys used to have sex a lot, and then when you're in a relationship now, she's in a high status. Oh, I don't feel like I need to please him no more. I don't have sex. I'm tired, headache. So now the power comes in with me saying, okay, you're only a super girlfriend, so I'm gonna leave. As opposed to a wife, you got to go through a lawyer. She going to take this much. Here's a gun if you want to shoot yourself now. It's so much. That's why a super girlfriend tactic is way better as opposed to a wife. And I stand on that.
I told you this before. I know, I think two people. They even have kids. They're not married, but they're okay with that. They prefer to not get married. But he knows she loves him, and he knows he loves her, vice versa. When it comes to this whole signing your life away to the government, I get that 100% because not everybody is into allowing the government to get involved.
Is it even genuine?
What?
Like when the government get involved, can I just why can't I just say, yeah, you're my wife and that works? Why do I gotta go through the government? You want the government. No. You want the government because in case I want to leave, you get to keep half and I get to pay you alimony.
I feel like you look at women like we're just all evil.
You guys are evil.
My goodness. Like, why are you so angry with us?
Listen, because you gotta it is evil. It is tied around evilness. Because why is 80% of women asking for a divorce when you was in love? You loved the wedding day. Why you ask for divorce in the wedding day? That number will always play in my head whenever I like a girl. Like if I like you, I'm like 80%. You gonna want 80. You gonna want stuff from me. That's how I look at it. Until that number goes down, until it becomes like 10% of women ask for divorce. When it comes to marriage,
I'm gonna actually Google this because
it's 80%. 80% is a huge number.
Ask for divorce.
80% of women ask for divorce.
So you think 80% of those women, they go into a relationship already thinking, you know what? I'm going to have kids with this guy. I'm going to do this with this guy. I'm going to build a business with this guy. And when I'm ready to go, I'm going to take half of his stuff. You think that's the mindset women really have?
Here's what I think they have.
Because I think if 80% of women wants a divorce, why do those 80% of women want a divorce? Because if we're going to be honest here.
Because they're not happy. They're bored.
If we're going to be honest here, there's a lot of women have a valid point until why they do what they do. I'm not saying all of them is valid, but some of them, because men, y'all be pressing buttons.
So I press your button, you leave me?
Press the red button, and y'all punch it. Y'all don't even press it. Y'all punch the red button. I'm sure there's every sides to every story, and you're just seeing the highlight. 80% of women wants a divorce, but you guys, none of us really know why that women want a divorce from their men. Maybe he cheated. Maybe she found another guy, another girl in their bed.
Like even if I like
anything can happen until why a woman wants a divorce. But if we're gonna flip this number, 80% of men, you guys are dogs.
So was Solomon. You keep hold on. Solomon was not a dog. He had like 700 wives.
That one.
God allowed him to be a dog, but when I want to be a dog, I'm a what?
I'm gonna get back to you on that one. I can't.
But here's my point. Here's my point. Even when a guy cheats, it's not as gruesome as when you guys cheat. Yeah. Because if I cheat, it's like, okay, I still love you.
Yeah, because
I love you.
Men can never take what y'all do to us. If we do
it's not even about that.
It's about that. Because as soon as women cheat one time, oh, she's a hoe, she's a thought, she's this, that, and the third.
Can I tell you why?
Oh, I don't trust you. I gotta go. But you cheated like 50 times, and this is my first.
Because it all ties into the male period. Do you know what the male period is?
I feel like you look at males as superior to women.
In what aspect?
Hmm?
In what aspect are you talking
Because you always stand up for men. You always stand up for men.
Because hold
A lot of
on,
for men. But when it comes to women, it's like all we gotta do is sweep and mop
I
and
never
cook.
said that. I don't think women should sweep and mop and cook. I think they should sweep and mop and be quiet sometimes.
Wow.
To be honest with you, look,
Oh
I
my
hold
Lord.
on. Here. I don't want to. I don't want this show to be like a misogyny. 'Cause I'm not a misogynist.
Mm.
But hear me out. You mentioned how when guys cheat, it's so different than women cheat. Yes, it is different because when if I have sex with someone, I could have no emotions attached. Yes, there's some women like that too. But as I'm gonna speak for myself, as a guy, if I have sex with a girl and I have someone at home, I'm gonna love the one at home more because I value her. Because there's some sex you
So
have.
it's
You
that
hold
argument.
on. There's some sex you have. You don't want to do it with your wife. You don't want to do it with someone you love. Like the kinks you have, you don't want to do it with your wife. You want to do it with like a random woman that you'll
What?
never see again. Did you know that?
Oh my God. I have a headache. What did you just say? So you mean to tell me whatever sexual desires you have, you cannot do it with your wife? Or you can't do every with your wife? Isn't that the best person to do it with?
No. No. The truth is, here's why guys cheat. The truth is, we're tired of you. We just want something else
Then leave.
temporarily and come back to you.
No, 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 no. You
No, we have to come back.
not Burger King. Life is not Burger King. You can't just have it your way, eat your cake, and then come back. What?
Why?
No.
Why? What's your reason for me not to come back?
Leave. Just leave.
Why? Why can't I come back?
Because you clearly don't love me enough to not hurt me
No, but I
emotionally.
love you so much
No,
that I
no.
went out and get it somewhere else.
You don't love me enough. You don't love me enough to know that if you had some type of urge, one, you could talk to me about it. And two, if you actually did it, then leave. You don't love me enough to not hurt me, if that makes sense.
That's why when guys cheat, they hope you don't find out.
Hmm.
Because I love you. I don't want you to know that. I feel like here's
I
a
feel like there's a difference between a man. Um, dang, where did I read that from? A man and a mature man.
oh
Because
boy.
men can still be immature as hell. Don't do it. Don't say oh boy. Because of mature men, they would I learned that every guy do look. They look. Every guy look because you guys are just natural hunters. Every guy look. Now a man will feed into that desire and do what he needs to do. But a mature man would dismiss that desire and be like, nah, whatever I have home, I am satisfied and I am happy. And I'm not gonna feed into this temptation. There's a big difference. A mature man don't think the same way as an immature man.
Look at it this way, right? I'm gonna give you two examples because I love you. Name actually was Solomon not was he dealing with was he a mature man or was he just a man?
I told you when I said I don't know much about Solomon. I was serious.
Then stop bringing up Bible.
I
You
was
brought up
I was
Bible when you wanted to make your point. Why can't bring up Bible to make my
I,
point?
I I brought up like the basic stuff that everybody would know.
Anyways, my second point is like I look at cheating like because it's an urge that I can't describe to you, right? I could no matter how I phrase it, no matter how I describe it to you, you're never gonna have the conscience to be like, okay, I understand, and it's okay. That's never gonna happen. So I have
Mm-mm.
to use analogies. Here's my analogy to you. If every day I woke up with a with the knife in my rib, I woke up with a knife in my rib, and the only way to get it out is for to get some
Your
pussy.
side chick to pull it out?
No, I need I need someone else to get it out for me. Would you rather let me die, or would you let someone else put it out?
I'll let you die.
See, this is why men and women, we can't get along. I'm dying. That's what happens whenever a guy get the urge. They're dying.
That
This
analogy
man
don't-
need help.
because if you had a knife in your rib, why can't I pull it out?
Because your hands
No,
are
you
too
want to
small.
die.
Mm-mm.
Because first and foremost,
Your
I'm
hands
already,
is too small. It's
I'm
like I don't
already-
like the way you do it. You do it too fast. I want something new to pull it out. You know what I mean? The urge, it hurts. The urge to get some new
I'll let you
pussy.
die.
It hurts.
I'll let you die.
You will let your
I'll-
husband die over
I'll let-
letting someone else pull it.
I'll let you die. Because you want to die. Because clearly I have to call someone.
Now,
Whoever you want, I have to call someone or give you the phone to call whatever person to come. What if they're in traffic? It takes like 20 minutes. Then they call and say traffic's getting bad. Now it's an hour and 20 minutes, and I'm still right here. You want to die, right? You see how stupid that analogy is.
it was an amazing analogy, but it flew right over your head. Fume.
Phew, I guess so.
But you
That's
know, we over our time limit. This is a 20-minute show. The moral of this story is
ain't getting nowhere.
the moral of this story. I think
I feel like this type of topic should be with
a married.
married people. Yeah.
No,
'Cause I can't give, advice on something that I can only go from what I want as an individual. Because I'm sure a married couple would have a lot more to say about.
no guy is happy in their marriage, except the new ones. But after like 30 years, they're like, ugh,
I don't believe that one bit.
like,
I refuse to believe that. I refuse
why
to
do you
believe.
hate the truth? I'm
It's not-
preaching, it's gospel. I'm giving
Have you
gospel.
Have you ever stopped and just speak to an elderly couple on what it took for them to reach this far?
I have, and they're miserable.
And I refuse to believe that.
But it's true though.
No, because if I believe that, then I would just give up on love, period. And I would not believe love is still out there. I refuse to believe that.
Love is an amazing thing when you give
I bet.
62%. But thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate your the conversation. Please come back so we can have more dialogue. But but yeah, thank you, Diane. Gosney. We'll see you. We'll see you next time. But yeah, so in conclusion, man, I feel like some marriages work, some marriages don't. But ultimately, a super girlfriend is what keeps the relationship alive. So if any guys watching this, get you a super girlfriend and let me know how it works. I'm out.